Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here, and welcome to another haul video. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today came from the Harper's Ferry Indoor Flea Market in Harper's Ferry, Virginia. But before we jump into that stuff, I completely forgot about a few things that I got at other stores that I thought you all might like to see. One of these items is from Finders Keepers Consignment. The other two are from another antique mall slash peddler's mall. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the haul, shall we? So this bowl here, beautiful. I'm not sure if you all are going to be able to see it, but there is an iridescence to it. I think this might be Fenton's stretched glass. I could be very, very wrong about that. I am no glass expert. But I thought that was really, really nice, and I know that a lot of people who do the deco stuff like this, because I think that's from this era, isn't it, when Fenton did all that stretched glass, the 20s and 30s? So that was a really good find, I think. And then I found these really awesome bookends. We've got the ships. We've got two of them, of course. Love those, and they're heavy. They're good for, of course, what they're supposed to be for, books. So I thought those were great. These are very, very ornate from the 1920s or 30s. Look at that. I guess I'll move these out of the way. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that amazing? There's not a maker on here. Looks like many years ago the metal was split, and I can feel it a little bit, so I may have to put some crazy glue in there to seal that up. But I still felt it was worth picking them up because they are just absolutely amazing. Like I said, very, very ornate pieces. I saw them, and I even saw that little bit of a crack in the metal, and like I said, I know that I can probably throw some crazy glue in there and it'll seal up that crack and there won't be any issues. So those were some very good pieces that I completely forgot about from other stores. All right, so now we can go ahead and check out all the stuff that I got at the Harper's Ferry Indoor Flea Market. If I remember correctly, I spent about $159 on everything you're going to see. Hopefully, just a couple of these items should pay for all of this. Now, some things are going to go on eBay, some things are going to be for live sales, some things I may save for a specific sale with somebody, or I will just bring it right to my sale this Saturday, just so you all know. The vast majority of the items that are going to be for eBay should be available in my store by the time this video goes up. Some of these items have already been listed for about 24 hours. So if you, again, are interested in them, you can absolutely check out my eBay store. The link to it is in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and check out what I got, shall we? So thankfully, vendors here don't need their tags back. They do pull tags, I guess, just for the convenience of the people buying the items, but I ask that the tags stay on because it helps me remember what I pay, especially because the receipt is not very specific. It just says generically what something is and a price. So this is, oop, I hit it backwards. This is called Elan, or maybe it's Alon because of that little mark above the E. Parfum de Toilette by Cody. I did actually pay up for this at $12.95, and I have it listed for $40. People have them listed for upwards of like $45 and $42. There was one that did sell, I think, and it just wasn't for a lot. So it's a discontinued scent, so I'm holding out hope that somebody buys it for $40, or maybe even if I take $30, I'll be happy with that. This is for me. I love this. It's a lucite clock. It was made by Art Co. Luminous, and it's marked West Germany. And yes, if you would like to know, let me go ahead and turn my light out here. The clock face does glow. I love that. So that was definitely worth picking up, and I think I even got that for, I think like 20% off or something. So that was a good find, I think. I did find this really cool looking paperweight. It looks like a gemstone. And I don't think there was a signature on here. I don't even think I've pulled this off. Yeah, but I got it for $5, or maybe it was a little bit cheaper than that. Maybe it was like 20% off. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've picked any of this up or looked at any of this, but I don't think that this is marked. Nope. But I just liked the design of it, and I will, of course, do my research on it, but I just thought it was a really unique looking piece. So this is interesting. This is, it's called With Love, and I forget the name of the company that issues this at the moment. It was like, not Gentry, it was something else. I'll link it right here so you guys can see it. But I picked this up. I had a really hard time looking stuff up in here, even in places that I normally am able to. I just wasn't able to this time. So I had to find a spot that actually somewhat worked and, you know, do whatever research I could. But I loved, thankfully, most of the items that I was able to pick up were worth picking up. So this was interesting. This is almost a full bottle of Giorgio Armani's Sensai. I have no idea what all these markings are on here. I guess they're melt marks on the plastic or something, the plastic coating on here. I did try to remove it with an alcohol wipe, thinking it was like candle wax or something. I may try Goo Gone and see if that helps at all, or if that gets anything off, but this is really valuable stuff here, so if you can find this, pick it up. I did find, I think they might still be in here. Yep, it's a Carlton Sportscraft Shuttlecocks tin. There is not a year on here. Made in England by Carlton Shuttlecocks for General Sportcraft Company in Bergenfield, New Jersey. So they are in here. I don't think I'll be able to pull that off without having to use a pair of pliers or something. But I loved the green, the red, and the white. I thought that was a really cool design. So I will, of course, look this up to see what they are going for, or I'll maybe bring them to a sale that I do with Katie, because that's kind of industrial and cool looking. Forgive me for dropping that. So I also picked up some of this Bath & Body Works Coconut Lime Verbena Body Splash. As you can tell, this is a rather older label, like probably from the 2000s, early 2000s. So some of this stuff, believe it or not, can actually be worth money if it's discontinued or they may have changed the formula. I bought it was like a Cool Waters scent that was from the early 2000s when I was up in the Lynchburg, Amherst, Virginia area last summer. Or actually, it was springtime. Anyway, and I think I paid like $2.99 for it, and I sold it for $60. So some of your old Bath & Body Works items or older Bath & Body Works items can be worth some money. So keep your eyes peeled for those. I think I have that listed for about $20. Because it's not full, but there's still a lot of it in there. So if whomever is interested in that product can still have it and use it. You all seem to like when I find these Lusterware sugar shakers. This one has its original cork in it. Of course, I would always recommend replacing those because sometimes the cork is old and can disintegrate. But I think that that's a really nice one. And I'm sure somebody out there who collects these would really like to get their hands on this one. So I think I got that 20% off. Same with this really cool kids toy. This is just like one of those toy percolators. And it was made by Artie. an arty product. So the lid comes off, and it comes off in a 3-piece set. I just thought that was really fun, and I think this was also 25% off. Just a fun little, probably from a child's kitchen set from back in the 30s, or maybe even the 40s. But that was very cool, and I'm thrilled to have been able to get my hands on that. These I'm definitely going to save for an industrial sale. These are just copper on cast aluminum salt and pepper shakers. Of course, they're going to need to be cleaned up a little bit. I don't know if there's still... Yeah, I'm going to have to run this under some hot water because this is not coming off. I don't know if it's a screw top lid or what. But, yeah, we'll have to add a little bit of force to those. So, of course, I will do my best with those. This has actually been there for quite a while, and I kept going back and forth as to whether or not I wanted it or not. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It's a Captain Kidd's metal bank. It was made in Japan. So it's got a little bit of age, maybe the 60s, I would say. So that's going to go great in my nautical theme. A penny saved is a penny earned, and that is 100% true. Another item that I have picked up for an industrial theme sale with Katie is this really cool Aerowax red oil polish. I loved the contrast of the red, white, and blue. And I love that it's even still got its label on it, and the label's in pretty good condition. There is not a year on it, but I just thought that was awesome. And this was 20% off, if I'm not mistaken, of an already very good price. So I did find this. I believe that this is Viking, if I'm not mistaken, based on the base here. I could be very wrong. I may have to do a little bit more research on that. That will definitely be coming to a sale. I know that people collect these, and if they can get them for reasonable prices like I do, they will be glad to purchase them. So I never really thought to ever look at turtle wax products for resale, but there are some out there that, believe it or not, actually are worth a bit of money because they don't make them anymore. Especially if you have an older car or, you just prefer this product over the newer made stuff. This is from, I think, 2003, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 2003. Somebody had one of these listed for like $18, but it was like 75% full. This is 100% sealed. I did list it a little bit higher at $60, but I didn't have anything else to compare to besides the one that was open and pre-owned. But this one is brand new. If we take the top off of here, look, it is sealed, never been opened. So, of course, I will take reasonable offers because I did get this for a very fair price, even with a 25% discount. So, offers will be open on that, of course. Now this, I just really, really liked the graphics on the box. This is for, I don't know if I'm going to say this correctly, Pyrote insect spray, and it's even got the product in here. Of course, I like the graphics on the outside. But here is the bottle, and I think this was 20% off. The fact that it's still in the original box after all these years, it's quite remarkable. Of course, there is not a year, but there's an established date for the Meckling Brothers Chemical Company. There's a year or something on here. Oh, there it is. There's the year. 1933. And you can definitely tell that that's from the 30s based on the graphics. I just love the colors of that. That would be so awesome to display at springtime, don't you think? Now, there was a gentleman who had a whole bunch of clear glass in his little booth set up. And I spotted these. These are the Manhattan glass inserts that go on the chrome tray. So I got the 6-piece set. That's not a chip. No, that was just from the manufacturer. So I got the 6-piece set for $3.99. And according to Scott, this is the piece that's, not the easiest to come by. So I got the entire set for $4. Prices on eBay range all over the place. I may put this up for maybe 25 or 30 and see if anybody buys it, because I've got the 5 pieces and I've also got the little dish that go with it. So we will see what happens with those. Those have not been listed yet, so I haven't decided what I'll be doing with them. This is something that I have bought a few times at different stores. This is a Majolica Baby Jesus Della Robbia piece. I did pick this up for, I think it was 25% off. And I'm trying not to let it fall. I don't know why. It wasn't falling before. There we go. And depending on the size of them, it depends on how much one can get for them. I'm not sure what I'll be able to get for this one. Maybe 50 to 60 is my best guesstimate. The other ones that I've had in the past had a fruit border, so it looked like a fruit wreath. This one is a little bit more plain. There's not a lot of decoration to it. There is no maker's mark on it, but based on what I've had in the past, this is definitely one of the Della Robbia vases. And so this doesn't fall and break, I'm going to, there, we're going to leave it like that. So those were some fun treasures, don't you think? All right, so some more fun treasures from the Harper's Ferry flea market. I just thought this was awesome. This is from the 90s. It's a Memorex cassette tape, brand new and sealed. Does it have an exact year on it? No, it does not, but aren't the graphics on that just so 90s? The colors, I mean, I remember this kind of stuff even in the early 2000s. Like, you know, right before, you know, we take another shift in the change of times. So I couldn't leave that behind for just nostalgic purposes from the 90s. I did pick up 2 planters. This one right here, I think I'm probably going to save for fall time because I don't know that orange is necessarily a spring and summer color per se. But it's got a really nice design on it with the leaves and the pine cones. No maker's mark to say who possibly could have made this piece, but again, I think this would make a great piece to sell at fall time, so that's probably going to go on my fall decor shelf for probably later in the summer. Yellow is a universal color. It's good at spring, summer, and fall, so this one I may end up bringing to a sale, or to my sale on Saturday, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I am not sure who made this one either, but I love the design on here. The diamond pattern. And you don't even have to use these for planters. You could use them for paintbrushes or whatever you want to do with them. You just put candy in them. So I thought that was really fun. Move you guys over to the side here. I also found this, and I thought this was very interesting. This is called Hyalin Pottery, USA. It's got a stamp for $4.39. No cracks or chips on that. I did see one of the taller ewers sell, and I think it sold for either $42 or $48. So I'm not exactly sure what I could get for this one, but I'm probably going to list it for maybe like $40 and see what happens. So that was definitely a good pickup, I think. I also did get some reference books. You guys know that I love picking these up, and people love to buy them. I always do them as offer-ups at my shows. Which I haven't done in a while. I just haven't really had anything that was like really worth doing an offer up on. So usually I save the offer up items for when I'm doing the a sale with Scott or when we do the gang sale. But yeah, sometimes I can find some really good books out there that I know you all are either looking for or just looking to update based on the one that you have already. This one I bought, this is the Standard Encyclopedia of Carnival Glass, the 6th edition. I want to see which edition I have already to determine if I need this one, because it's updated, and then I can sell the other one if it's not more up-to-date, so to speak, than the current reference book that I have. I also found this one on cats. That was interesting to me. I'd never seen that before. Some of these books, I will, of course, do my research on eBay because I have had luck selling some of them that are harder to find, like that Tammy reference book that I bought a couple summers ago from the Emporium in Gaithersburg. I want to say I paid like $2 for that, and I sold it for like $60 because I guess it's not the easiest book to find. So some reference books are definitely worth listing on eBay to get a premium for, and some of them are just good to bring to the live shows to determine, because some people are looking for specific ones. In a video that's going to be up very soon, you guys are going to see I scored big on some reference books, and I was elated to find them. So those were some fun pieces, I think. Okay, so the final items I would like to share with you all from my trip to the Harper's Ferry Indoor Flea Market are these two pieces. I remember seeing this particular piece in, I think it was a video that Crazy Lamp Lady did to one of her trips to Finders Keepers consignment, and I remembered it vividly when I spotted this sitting on a shelf, and I said, that looks familiar. Where have I seen that before? And when I was researching all of the stuff that I was picking up, because I couldn't look anything up at all unless I was in one particular area of this indoor flea, I found out and remembered that this is a Dresden wreath. And like I said, I'd seen Jocelyn pick these up or win some of these in like a Finders Keepers consignment auction, I think a while ago. Maybe it was Finders Keepers, I don't remember. But anywho, I was thrilled to find this, and I got it for $5. I don't know how much I could get for this small one here, but I think I'm going to hold on to this one for a while until I find another one, because it's a very unique piece. Like, we have a heart for Valentine's Day, we've got the jack-o'-lantern for Halloween, we've got Father Christmas for Christmas, of course. It looks like we have the panther or a jaguar. We've got the turkey for Thanksgiving. We've got all the different leaves. And then if you look underneath the bow here, it's probably going to be hard to see. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to see, but you can see the chicks pulling the egg for Easter. It says Easter greetings. Just a very unique piece, or at least unique to me, because I've not had the chance to get my hands on one of these. But I was thrilled to be able to find one of these, because I know that they are very desirable. Like I said, it's a very different decoration. I usually don't go for gold, but because that is such a unique find, or at least for me anyway, because I don't find them that often, I think I'm going to hold on to it until I find another one. So I really, really enjoyed finding this candy dish right here. I loved the almost like teardrop lid to it, and the circle design on here is amazing. I think this is an EAPG. Of course, I will insert what I'm able to find for you all right here, because what shoots out of my mouth is not exactly always accurate. But it's just a really nice candy dish. It's definitely got some age. I loved that circle design. I just thought that was so neat. And it was just one of those things where I was like, if I'm gonna pay $11 for this, I gotta find stuff to sell to help pay for it, and thankfully I did. So I thought that was an awesome find right there. So I would like to thank you all so very much for watching this video. If you see something that you're interested in and it's for eBay, it's more than likely going to be in my eBay store. If you don't think you're going to be able to make my sale and you would like a price quote for an item, you can email me down in the description. My email is in the description box, excuse me. Otherwise, stay tuned for other videos. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.